So my first week in the middle school has been really, really good. I had a great week both with my cooperating teacher and with my kids. We did a lot this week. They started out the week getting an assignment to write papers for me that um, weren't about themselves, but were using really descriptive writing, and this was to help show me just who they are as writers, which is really cool. And I got to help them with that throughout the week. And I started teaching at least one class by the second day. I think my cooperating teacher realized that I was just ready to get up there and help out, that I was getting kind of bored just sitting back, that I was ready and able to help out. So that was really cool. So basically, I've been helping out all week and getting to know the students. I've had some interesting things to do this week, such as getting to sit in on a parent-teacher conference yesterday about one of the students. That was an interesting case, and I've never been in a parent-teacher conference before, so that was eye-opening, I suppose, and cool to see exactly how the process went and just to be able to further know how to help this student. I also was able to sit in, I think this was on my first or second day, in a meeting, not with the parents, but about one of our students who is a special needs student, and there's just a lot going on with that, and they said it's kind of a case that they haven't seen in years, or never really. So handling that has been really interesting, and observing that student in class and kind of trying to figure out what exactly needs to happen. Students handed in their papers to me today, and I got to teach all day, which was cool. And they handed me their papers, and some of them got to read them out loud in class, and they're beautiful. They're all wonderful writers, which is really great. The minimum length it could be was a page, and some people turned in 19 pages of a story, so that was really cool, and I'm excited to look through those this weekend. We've also, my CT and I spoke a lot today about, not only about next week's plans, because we're kind of filling a random week with just some writing stuff before I start a poetry unit, and we talked a lot about that. It's probably going to be a 4-week unit, doing a lot of stuff with poetry, with a big multi-genre project at the end. So we talked about some of the different stuff we're going to do, and I'm going to start out with newspaper blackout poetry, because her students haven't done that before, and they're all great writers and love writing, but poetry freaks them out a little. So hopefully that will get them started. And then also another really cool thing that I'm not sure if I talked about in my first day vlog or not, is the Holocaust unit that I'm so excited to do. That's going to be like a 2-month unit that's working with the social studies classes too, and so it's interdisciplinary, which is awesome. And one of the main books that we're going to be using is The Sunflower, which is a memoir from World War II, from a guy that was in one of the concentration camps, Simon Wiesenthal. And we watched a video from the National Writing Project of a group of students that had read it, and they did this huge mural project at the end of the unit, and they put it up at the Holocaust Museum, and it's out west, and they did this big mural to dedicate to them. And it's funny because in boot camp, one of my Linda Reef lessons for middle school was how she uses art to transfer to literature and to define literature, and the whole thing was a big mural project, and I was kind of freaking out because I was thinking, how am I going to do this mural project in the short time that I'm here? But it just happened to be that my cooperating teacher was also thinking about a mural project, so it's kind of perfect. So we are going to talk to the principal sometime next week to designate a space, probably, hopefully, in the cafeteria, so we can make this kind of a big public mural. And I'm so excited to see what the students create with that and everything that we can do to that. So that was my first week. I learned a lot. It's nice to actually be in the classroom 5 days a week and see, all the stuff that we talk about in methods and all these other classes that, it's hard to see in 2 days, like we were going to the schools in the fall. But now, it's all real, which is really cool. I got to actually do some Sonia Nieto-ish things with some of my ESL students today, which is really interesting because I feel totally unqualified to even begin to work with them, but we're getting there. What else? I think that's it. So I guess we'll see what happens next week.